this major believing they've got what it takes.
Yeah, you definitely wonder how much of that was a factor for FaZe yesterday, right? Like how much after you know you make such a ballsy call. Wait a second.
Hang on.
What's this? Little they haven't got Deagle. What's the goal here? P250? No, they're just chilling. You know, when you make such a crazy call to play play Vertigo over Ancient, your Instaban, you know, and you lose it, what does that do to you mentally? How do you recover from that? Especially the way they lost it in overtime, on the back foot the entire series, or the entire map rather, still brought it back, still lost it. Sure, they may have shown up on NUKE, map that we're on right now, but it's, yeah, it's a question mark. Something that BNE will not have a problem with, you'd like to think, the mentality aspect. For now, NaVi are on a full eco. Perfecto has that Zeus, and I do want to see what he's going to do with it, but I doubt anything of interest.
Maybe he can survive the run to vent.
Yes.
Let's see. Door swings open, nade goes in. Juicy one at that. Kill on a bit. We'll get one from the Glocks.
Yeah.
And now Perfecto wins.
Yes!
Ooh, you're going to get knifed. No! He finds one.
What are you doing?
Don't throw!
Terrifying, but around nonetheless. Bloody hell. Na'Vi set the smokes outside instantly, and they run right behind. It's actually Rigon to find a kill on the A site. Electronic will get that shot over the top of the blue box, and they're going to try and cross a nade. Dodged, but players make it down secret for now. Oh, off the reload.
Main, yeah, simple. Here's that reload, and like a moth to a flame, he takes away main up the vents, and Nopsy goes into the crosshair as well. And fares just about as well as the last guy. Simple with the double opener, Seneri heading down lower. Just on a coin toss, really. Yeah. And with this info gain, Simple, you know, taking main away. NaVi, if they kind of take their time on this one, they'll be able to figure out very, very quickly where this last man is. Bit's going to get that info, maybe more than the info, even flicking back.
Round. They have consequences, Harry. Simple, the giver of consequences. Quick tap outside. And they actually reset. Leaving Bit here means they might try and main wrap later in the round to go for another A play. That smoke's going to take the info away from BNE. GXX tries to hold on to it. Oh, where's that smoke going for Bit? That's a long one to lockers. GXX still playing up ahead of it. They're actually going to cross secret. Player already lower. He hasn't seen them make it down. They see him, and they find the kill as well.
Oh, Rigon now spotted, and suddenly this little corner might just become where you die. They run him down as he was boxed in. Nowhere to go. Nowhere safe, at least. That's a bad news. Eagles take a bit of a gamble, bringing both players down lower. This is another one of these rounds where as long as NaVi are pretty smart about it, which they often are, they should be hard-pressed to lose. And yeah, they get the info that A is clear. They move in now to an uncontested side of the map. And bad news, Eagles, hell. You know, just going to look to hold on to these, you'd imagine. Synopsy goes fighting. Seneri's famous save ain't even guaranteed. Simple just wants to take it all away. And even though he falls, now that you've got this info, you know where Seneri is. Everyone's going to go looking for him. Up into the heavens, but outside is compromised and bit.
Watch in the world on CT NUKE, arguably, if not definitively, his best map. Or at least his best half. I like this little stack up on the A site. The boost gives you angles that will not be cleared coming out door and main. But if someone comes out the hut, you are in hot water. Not that NaVi are anywhere near. They've dropped lower, again, completely avoiding the setup of BNE as they have in all 3 of their rounds so far.
Yeah, just another situation where it's like, hey, Electronic, how have you managed this, man? It's like the perfect decisions you had to make to get to a point where you've just done everything in your power to counteract the BNE strat. We saw it constantly back on Ancient. We're already getting a taste of that early on here to open up NUKE. BNE will just keep this stack up on the A site, hoping that if NaVi do come looking, if anyone does want to go eco hunting, trying to pad these stats, and maybe you can knock something out of the round. And Simple seen a man in heaven. That's already got him tantalized by the prospect of making a bit of money on this Mac 10. It is, I would say, more than worth it for Simple to go looking.
Oh, there's a kill. Grab it, and go for the gun. Why not? But that bomb will explode. They have to wait for it before they can drop off. Maybe someone run a couple of players, not even 2K.
We're sat around like the double eco territory.
Oh.
All right, the Krieg opened up last round. This time, Electronic and Perfecto going to be the ones to do it, just running amok inside of the A site. And honestly, if you're Bad News Eagles, a few of these moments, you sometimes see them go for it, sometimes see them attempt it. Part of me just would love to see a Saber just try this again in the next. I don't think you're breaking back into this one, and that looks to be the decision made here.
I do like to see the Krieg come out from Simple. I mean, it felt like he just wanted to beat that AWP battle, and he knew this was the best gun to do it. Molly goes in, GXX repositions, and they'll hear that tick. I just wonder if Simple will grab the AWP when the opportunity presents itself. He could have picked it up last time, but it wasn't a mid-round. So maybe it will buy it later. We'll see next round then, as he gets digged out. Oh, beautiful shot.
That's lovely.
But matters not. 5 rounds. And they don't even get teams right now, but now even more so with the previous majors champions knocked out. Oh my god, it's fast.
Yeah, just another one of these fast A plays. This time, though, the USPs are getting away with murder. Oh, man, Simple's going to do it all alone, but he is making it happen. He's making it happen. Down in the 1v2. He's running out of ammo.
Versus FaZe.
Oh, on Flatro, they're already up past him. He's going to have to flick back for this, and that just sails right on by. Bit secures the bag. Now wrapping made. Bad News Eagles kind of caught by the timing on this one. Navi very, very good at these quick pace changes, right? Just to completely blindside the opposition. Synopsy in at the back of the site is spammed out, and this round's already over. Simple's even hunting down Scenari. Electronic going to beat him to it, but it's a lead.
Captain and going on to do great things. I think it's been so impressive to see this arc of Electronic, who certainly wasn't having bad individual performances, was side-by-side in Simple in many of these series.
Yeah.
When he swapped in game leading, it also feels like his fragging hasn't really dropped off as a result.
Now, oh, the opportunity was there, but it sailed by Synopsy.
Ugly Deagles.
And yeah, I think you're dead on, Hugo. Oh, it's a case, he wasn't like an Apex where he kind of needed that like rebrand almost, right? That like extra layer. No, he was very much one of the stars of this team. Scenari's Deagle. Hoping to be a star in this round.
Oh my goodness.
Double down and double dipped. NaVi. They've got the plant inside of A. There's a lot of guns outside, and Scenari might want to get his hands on them. Seems a little tenuous still, right? With Bit sat back over towards Secret. But there is this rifle in CT.
Yeah, it's his best option. Just go save spawn. He knows he can't win it. And the gun's right there. The bomb should blow it into CT, but he will... Oh, he's going for garage. He doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know about that one.
He's getting the AK. He's not going to make it out alive. Bit's going to hear every single step, and this is done. NaVi. It's sending NaVi skyrocketing.
And dude, I mean, I've loved some of this, right, from NaVi when they get this pick outside. It's been one of their go-tos, is just to, find that outside kill. And then if they get it early, they really rapidly accelerate and pick up the pace in through main. It's been something they've done maybe 3 or 4 times thus far in this game. And
more standard, smoke's coming through now. I like the change-up.
Yeah, going to look to try and cross with these. All the smoke's down. As mentioned, said it earlier on, right, NaVi, great at these little pace changes. This is an example of it. And it's, I imagine, on the back of, knowing that Bad News Eagles are going to have rifles all over again and will be looking for solutions to these problems. They stop giving you these fast rounds, these kind of drier fights outside. Yeah. This time, it's all about obscuring information, denying that info on the cross, and putting the fear in Bad News Eagles, just kind of reminding them that this is a possibility.
But they've got a response at least. They've taken lobby, they've pushed all the way through. Perfecto's alone, and once they've cleared radio, that should be the next port of call. That should be the next location to check. If they don't, that's a big mistake that could come back to bite them in the arse. flatro has his back turned right now. xantares drop ramp because of this info, and they don't clear it. They just walk in, wander into Perfecto, wondering what's going on. xantares might have the answers. 2 kills down on the lower site. He drops in, Young eviscerates him, and a 2-on-2 ensues.
Oh, Recon up over the top, dropping in.
Hey. They don't want to get run at in this last round. They drop util everywhere to deny that. Flashes out. This high tempo A play rears its head once again.
Yeah, this time though, Bad News Eagles want to try and put a stop to it. They've got the resources, the facilities for that, boss man. Electronic getting out of there. A man down, NaVi wounded, but not backed into a corner just yet. xantares in at ramp, calling for rotates, and there's a double lined up on his plate, but only the one. GX taking them inside of this A bomb site. Symple posted outside, and Symple is going to be given action. The dualies are the thing to open, but Symple's getting run at, getting run down. Only good for one, as he is beat back eventually. Man advantage still residing with NaVi. However, Bad News Eagles, they've recognized the space they've got here outside. GXX trying to push up, trying to fight for heaven. Has a man locked in, and will find him with a clean tap. We're back into this 3v3 now. Electronic has pushed all the way through the lobby, all the way, and is now looking to commit to this wrap round outside, but time is going to be everything, right? And Bad News Eagles have a good bit of room ahead of him here.
Yeah, NaVi realized this one well, though. They haven't fallen for any kind of secret drop. They know it's going to be
spot
A.
This, bro.
He is going to catch this, but he's going main. They know it's A. Both lobby players holding onto heaven and clearing the ramp side. Perfecto seconds away from success. About to spot this drop in from the top. Dualies. And more than enough bullets to find these kills.
Yeah, has to duck out of there as they do manage to get in through the heavens. Perfecto's going to wait for them to drop into the site and deal with them one at a time if that's what it takes. Regon's actually taken the bomb down lower to B while GXX is faking the A play. They've got him pinned in, so they're just going to take this fight. They are kind of glad that he's given them this 3v1 at the upper side of the map, and now the penny's going to drop. Well, hang on a moment. They've taken that bomb down lower.
Send those dualies in first, scavenging, spamming. Regon on the site. He needs 2 taps right here, right now, and he can't do it.
The Eagles are out. The Bad News Eagle Deagle. It's always good for something, it feels like. Ooh, clean taps is Symple. Keeps them at range, just kind of pushing and prodding with this A1S.
Yeah, the vent drop as well for Electronics. Put him in the prying eyes of this red cross, and him and Symple can just trade fights in the second round. Easily done. Some shaky shots, but yet to really feel in danger on NaVi. And Electronic in no hurry. They can't flash him back into fights, but these dry walks are coming to a close, and 5 alive would feel fantastic. That's what NaVi will find.
Oh,
that Molly forces his hand.
Had to make a decision, was decisive in his action, but ended up being the wrong one. Comes up short, spammed out, and an early advantage for the Bad News Eagles. One flatro. Deep outside as the util goes over. He will get out of there. He's had to drop his own smoke in here, but Electronic didn't buy it for a second. He's called the bluff on the outside plate immediately and just runs at them. That's a insane way to find the 4v4.
That's awkward out the gate for B&E. It screams he didn't know what they wanted to do, right? He gets behind red, but he has to throw a smoke from a lineup. Like either has to just drop it on the fly or call for some support to do that util. His teammates had it available, but they're stuck in lobby, and not just out of position for the nade, but also just going back got him spotted. That's why Electronic ran at him. He knew he was leaving. 10-7, 4-on-4. And an A site desperate execute that NaVi are ready for.
Util going to go in at least. This is going to be nice to try and displace some Dai Young, who does drop off the top of Heart.
Shot.
The fact he hasn't fired off is ballsy, and now they don't know he's close. Regon. Oh, Synopsy's dead to full damage. Gravity's found him. xantares at least open up ramp and well give them a route down into this B side, but look at NaVi, man, straight down the vent. They are all here. It's a 2v2 very quickly, and with one of these doors blowing off like that, it's really awkward for GXX. Tries to plant, the spam gets him off.
A 5-on-4 that NaVi find early off of these steadfast attacks for B and E. When they go quick, they're not catching NaVi off guard by any means. Spam found Synopsy, now out ramp. Bit looks for more, and he's going to be able to drop off if he wants as well. There's actually no support. This is the one time NaVi are not going to have a setup to deal with this ramp room, so Electronic can't retake it. He's got to hold on from hell.
Still, as far as stances go once you've lost ramp, these are pretty forward ones for NaVi. Bit holds on to lower, they get the info that GXX is down here in hell, and Simple's looking for him. Smoke out, GXX tries to play ahead of it, that's the AWP. Trapped in spawn, Simple hits that! Posted with the AWP, right place, right time, but that flashbang looks like it's gonna get him off the angle. He actually goes back in with the no-scope, Simple. Now that you've seen the troll under the bridge, do you want to pay the toll to get past this ramp room? Simple's moving back in. There's a man in plain view. He's seen him now. BNE get a kill. They might just look to go back here. GXX locked in this fight with Simple while the rest of the gang still wait back towards the lobby. It's kind of awkward here, man. BNE are very split up. If they go into A and Perfecto is able to get away with something, this can still fall apart. Back of the site, he's all alone. Gonna have to do it, but he is doing it. 2 in the round. Now tucked in, the bomb dropped in hard. He's buying more than enough time. This is perfect. Living up to his name, GXX through heaven won't have the angle. He's wasted so much time. And even though he's dead after the double, he's done his part in the round. Simple's on the ladder. This guy's been going for almost exclusively no scope, so don't mess with him here. GXX low on HP, has to cross for the bomb. What is he even meant to do in this situation?
Well, good news for the Eagles that they get around on this T side. It was about time, 4 in a row for NaVi broken. Going to have this close flash. Ever since that one mistake in the yard take, Flatro has been assisted a lot more on outside. But Electronic is yet to be as aggressive as he once was. Called it off a little bit. Perfecto's starting lower. BNE, they get some room out, but because Flatro's not moving far, I would expect this to be an A play with him splitting main. They've got to try and draw Perfecto's attention away, who's come back up the vent, not convinced by this lower take. He threw a smoke and he leaves. This is such a nice read for NaVi. They have no info to go off of this, but they are perfectly piecing this puzzle together. As they flank the ramp side, as the util comes in from above, they can cut off this bomb dropping down the ladder.
Oh, Some Die Young doubling down, and now the wrap coming in. It never even gets out into the site. It's a major change just yesterday when FaZe were eliminated. It's like, oh, suddenly the big threat, the big contender that they were massively worried about, gone. And so this becomes one where you look at it and you say, well, this could easily be theirs. Regon fast through main, bit of a Navi-esque round from him here, really, but only good for one from it. Perfecto tries to cross out, tries to just play the numbers game on this, and he's given the fights, he's given the peaks. Low HP on the main players, but not a shot connecting.
Another buy with barely any utility, and that's a disgusting flick.
Wow.
Simple has been on it today. Is this his first orb CT? I think it might be. Not really, been a necessity, been a need. He wasn't running it T-side either. Oh no, it's not his first orb, he's got all those no-scopes, what am I saying? But he's not really been needed, regardless of that.
Last time he scoped with the orb today.
Maybe.
I'll give you that one. GXX. There's the equalizer. And I tell you what, mate, he has been giving us a good game as GXX here. Not even really had to don that orb himself. Instead, been a lot of this high-flying rifling from the guy. Bit in a wrap. Annihilated from the peak of Regon. And this is one of these moments where there isn't really that contingency plan. There isn't really that kind of backup over towards ramp to offer any assistance. Don't have the resources after losing Electronic.
Oh boy.
It's given a lot of room over, and Regon will look to take the round here and now on the back of just holding W, keeping that pace high after getting the ramp kill. Giving NaVi a taste of their own medicine almost.
Simple getting very vocal as well. Probably not about the fact that they're saving. Trying to patch things up for that next round as BNE have guaranteed a 9th for now. Ooh, Molly would give away the save spot, and it's not, always going to be ramp. This is a map that actually has plenty of options to save on CT, more often than not towards a spawn, and so it's unlikely B&E will snuff this one out. Gonna run spawn side. Ooh, someone comes ramp. Hello, Simple's dead. Orb shot finally misses, and Rigon does not tap. They would have to dig deeper than we've ever seen them. And NaVi are ready to receive yet again. Simple orbed. Smoke wall. Quite a different one here. I don't know if it got mollied.
Yeah, that's like definitely mollied.
B&E either way setting up an A take, but NaVi won't be surprised.
Yeah, once again, like you've stopped the fake part from happening. You've denied that kind of play the Bad News Eagles were hoping for, and so it's very easy for NaVi to try and get ahead of the curve on this. Now, this is where the slowdown from Bad News Eagles is nice. If anything, that smoke to keep them from pushing is kind of put NaVi in a bit of a weird spot.
They need this entry onto Bit because they don't have util to win around here. They have to just fight their way out. It's what they're known for. But Bit has a beautiful angle to just fall off and survive. He's reinforced that B site. B&E can't really go back to A. They don't have the util to take it, to smoke main, to molly heaven, to get those flashes CT vent. They've just got to clear CT. They're again just roaming the map, and Electronic has a perfect angle to end it.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to peek here, right? Can just sit behind the box, try to waste even more time. Does elect to go for the wide swing and falls to Scenarii. Perfecto in at the back of the site. Great in this position. Oh, he loves it. Gives us the double. GXX, weapon of choice in hand. Gonna have to come up big. Top performer right now for the Bad News Eagles. Been flying high all damn game.
Does the M4 have ammo? Might need a quick reload.
8 bullets. 8 bullets to try and hold on to this round. He's getting aggressive. He wants to bring the fight to them, and that's a decision that he will come to regret.
They know they're feeling the burn. NaVi just patient.
Sure, they might have had a very kind of rough go at the opener to even be in this 1-2 spot, but they are looking to right those wrongs. Now they're looking to go for the trophy after all.
Oh, it wouldn't have been right if we didn't get Simple in secret to shut down an outside cross.
Well, let's see if he can. Posted with the orb, right place, right time for Simple, but even though he strikes first, it's only the leg. Flash to try and get him off the angle. He's got support, but now they're both in the vents. Find spaces here. They could get caught on one another. Perfecto and Simple sliding past each other. Perfecto swinging and gets that trade. It's a 3v2. Bad News Eagles starting to run out of steam here. Scenarii in the vents, and Juan Flatro out in this A site, gonna give a route for this bomb to come up, but in the hut, Sundar Young, auto shotgun. Is this how it ends for the Eagles? Clay Pigeon shooting maybe. On the back of the auto shot, Juan Flatro, 1v3 to try keep him in it. He's got no health. Bomb's gotten away from him. He's hunting the frags and Bit's ready for it. There's the closer, 2-0 for NaVi. A convincing win in this series.